Hello, everybody. It's Mindy, and it is Wednesday. It is WIP and Chat Day, of course, and I'm getting ready to start a new project. I thought I was going to be working on something I just unboxed, and I thought I'd still be working on that, but no. I've had to wait a few minutes to record, and so I finished that. I was waiting for Dale. He was watching some off-road recovery video, and yeah, I had to wait. I could have recorded yesterday my WIP and Chat, but I was recording other things. Okay, that's all my goodies out of my box. So it came in this box, and let me tell you what, and I'll tell you why in a minute. We'll discuss. I had two. And so my winner from last week for Smashing the Specials got one. And oh geez, run into the table leg. Run into the table leg. Run into the tripod leg. What else can we run into? So they got one. They got one in their package. All right, so this has lights. This is interesting. This has lights, put battery in there, lights. We have a tool. We have screwdrivers. We have posts. We have all of this stuff. These little sticky pads are to stick the lights to the piece because you put this together and it will do this. It's two pieces. So it'll do this. And then you put these pegs in between and then it stays open. And the light box goes inside and the lights go inside and you wrap them. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So I thought it's getting to be this time of year. It is definitely getting to be that time of year. So why not work on something Halloweenish? So yeah, I decided to do that. Now, I'm going to opt to do both sides at the same time, right? I mean, not the same time, but do all of one color on both pieces because, I ain't messing around with this. I'm not kitting it up. I'm not coming back. I'm not trying to take, all day to get this thing ready to roll. So I'm not going to do it. Anyhow, there we go. We're starting with number one. This is how I start, folks. This is what I do. And then I just cut open my package. I kind of throw my trash up here. I just kind of leave everything here. Put those in there. Shake them up. I've been using the Diamond Art Club. I'm going to try my regular pen on this though. The last piece I worked on, my multi-placer would not work. They were spaced too far apart, and there was absolutely no way they were going to work with a multi-placer. So, excuse me. So I had to place them one by one, which was okay because there weren't a ton of drills on the piece I just finished. But wait until you guys see my end of the month review thing, all my Smashing the Specials I've done. I have done a bunch. I have done at least one a day. Actually, I believe this one puts me just a tad ahead. Now, if I finished it today, I would be ahead, but I don't think I'm going to finish it. Anyhow, I'll get a good start here, especially since I'm using it for a WIP and Chat. I'll get a good start on it, that's for sure. Anyhow, Smashing the Specials is going strong, folks. Going strong. As a matter of fact, when I was sitting in here, I'm diamond painting and Dale's watching his off-road recovery. I think it was Paula McNally. A little post came up on my screen there. Paula McNally said something. I'm like, oh, I'm sure she's posting in the Facebook group of Finish. Dale's like, what? I'm like, yeah. Smashing the Specials, man. Everybody's doing their special drill projects like these, and they're posting them. He's like, okay, all right then. So anyhow, Yeah, posting away. This is the last week, though. We're down 2 days, folks. Just a matter of days. Um, and we'll be done. We'll be done. I don't even know how many days it is. I don't even know what the date is today. When is the last day of the month? I don't know. I can't look. My calendar is on my phone, and of course, my phone is in the tripod. So I can't look. I don't know what date it is. 25th, 26th. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. It'll be over by Saturday, and Saturday will be our final drawing. That will be the deal. It'll be our final drawing on Saturday. And any unclaimed items will be redrawn on Saturday as well. So hopefully we don't have any unclaimed prizes. So I know that my winner has contacted me. So I'm going to work on getting that package out. I have it packaged up. Let me just say that. I have it packaged. I need to run it through pirate ship and do the shipping and whatnot. So I will do that. Anyhow, get your entries in there, folks. Get your last entries in. Time is running short. And some of you have done so many. I'm totally blown away. And some cute stuff. You guys, cute stuff. Seriously. So you're doing a great job. Great job. I have got to say I'm proud of my progress. Not only have I done a bunch of specials, I've done off-canvas objects, I have done paintings, I have also scrapbooked a couple, and I did a video. You'll see that hopefully sometime this week because I've got a lot of things that I've had to put out, before that. So I'm hoping to get it out there, and I just kind of walk through the process, what I do, and how I decide what I'm gonna put on it, how I'm gonna scrapbook it, what paper I'm gonna use, etc., etc. I thought it might be interesting, maybe helpful. So look for that. That's coming very soon. Okay. It also prompted me to realize I don't have a lot of Christmas supplies. I don't have a lot of Christmas stickers. I don't have a ton of Christmas paper. So I went shopping the other day. Excuse me, that cough will not stop. That scratchy, dry cough. So I went to the Dollar Tree thinking, they might have some Christmas stuff. No. I went to Walmart. No. So I struck out. I'm going to have to go to, not Michael's. My Michael's didn't have hardly anything. I already went once and looked a little bit at their stickers and things, and they had like hardly anything. I was very disappointed in what they had. I might try Joann's. I don't know. I haven't been to Joann's in quite a while. Going to Joann's is a little dangerous because they have nice yarn and, all kinds of stuff. So I try to just not go to Joann's, but I might have to. Anyhow, I need Christmas stuff. I got some Christmas things I want to do. I had a couple Christmas paintings I was going to scrapbook, and I have not been able to do it because I just don't have enough stuff to use. Anyhow, so that was yesterday. So let me tell you, yesterday, Dale is up. He is awake, like early, okay? Early, like 8, before 8. And I'm like, what in the world is he doing? He doesn't have to get up and go get children today. They're in school for the first time, right? First day of school. But I think he's on like a, I don't know, Monday wake up call kind of situation. Maybe, I don't know. But he was up, and he got up, he had breakfast. I was still kind of sleeping, sort of sleeping. I was awake, but I was really trying to sleep. But I mean, next thing I know, he's had a bowl of cereal. I can hear him out in the kitchen. He's had a bowl of cereal and he's leaving. And I was like, what in the world? Where is the man going? Right? Well, I knew he had some scrap metal because I was with him. We're driving down the road the other day. Must have been on Sunday. We're going somewhere. And I was like, oh, look at that, honey. And he goes, what? And I'm like, metal right there at the end of those people's driveway. And he stopped and he picked that stuff up. And then on the way home, he found some more stuff. So I knew he had his own metal to take into the scrap place. I'm like, okay. I thought that was probably what he was doing. Get it out of the back of his truck. What I didn't know is that he wasn't coming back. He was gone. So I just started kind of doing things. I filmed a little bit. I could have filmed more stuff, except I just kept expecting him to come back in the door at any moment. I could have called him, I suppose, but I never even did that. Anyhow, I did some filming yesterday. I did a little bit of, I don't know, organizing things yesterday, getting ready to film stuff. I don't know, just I tinkered all day. I diamond painted, I crocheted. I just did stuff around the house. You know what I'm saying? It was hot as Billy Blazes. So I put the kitties out for a little bit, and them poor fluff muffin things, they were like, no, we don't want to be out. No. So they stayed out for a little while, and it was like that revolving door thing again. I opened the door, two kitties wanted to go out. One kitten was out with one dog. So they came in, two kitties and another dog go out. And I'm just like, okay, seriously? You guys are in and out, in and out. Make up your minds. Either everybody go out or everybody come in. It wasn't working like that. But they didn't stay out too long. I went out and I looked outside and they were underneath the couches out there because, you know, it was shady. So they're just out there laying underneath the furniture in the shade. I opened up that door, man, and it was like, boom. They were in, man, they were in pronto. So they didn't go out too much yesterday. They went out a couple times, just briefly. And the dogs only go out when it's necessary. The dogs are like, no, thank you. They'd rather just be in their kennel sleeping. So anyhow, they keep me on my toes, that's for sure. And Dale was gone, like, I don't know, good part of the day. He finally called me and I'm like, so what you been up to? He was over at my dad's house, helping my dad with his scrap metal stuff. He had a bunch of stuff he needed to get out of the back of his barn. He's got like this lean-to on the back of his barn and he's trying to get rid of that stuff. We thought he was going to be getting ready for a yard sale this weekend, but that's not happening. And I literally, I don't ask about it. I don't say anything about it. I don't encourage. I'm just like, whatever. You know, you let me know if you need my help, let me know. I'm around. That's basically where I'm at. I'm like, if you're going to do something and you need my help, let me know. So anyhow, yeah, he was gone most of the day yesterday, and it was hot yesterday. Hot. I'm like, he came home, he was sunburned, and I'm like, that was crazy. He goes, well, your dad wanted to get this stuff out of there, and, you know, he said he had to do that before he could get ready for a yard sale. And I'm like, I don't know what one has to do with the other. But, okay, all right then. So that was yesterday. It was very quiet and peaceful around here, except for these animals coming and going and not making up their mind what they're doing. The cats, oh my gosh, the cats have learned that when I sit here at this little table, they want to come up here, which I don't mind. They could come up here and sit on my lap, although it's not, I mean, the chair's not huge. There's not a ton of space. But if they would just sit in my lap, it would be fine. But is that what they want to do? No, 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 no. They want to get on the table and they want to play with the stuff that I'm doing. And the worst part is they'll jump up. You know, they want to jump up into my lap. They'll jump up behind me, in my lap. And of course, there's always claws involved. And I'm getting just like, hey, hey. You know, I will say that the little miss is the most gentle. She can kind of just hop up very gently. The boys, not so much. Anyhow, that was yesterday. Then we went for a walk. He's got some traps down at the farmer's trying to help him get his woodchucks. And they got one. He got one. So I was down there. We went for a walk that way last night. And it was hot. I mean, it was just hot. You were just sweaty. Just taking a very casual walk down the road just a little ways. Just hot. Hot and sweaty. Right now, I think it's 92. Crazy. And schools around here, oh my gosh, I know at least two districts postponed their first day of school because of the heat. I'm like, really? They postponed the first day of school because it was hot. Okay. I don't think that's ever happened before that I'm aware of. Like I've said, I could have told you it was going to be hot yesterday because it was the first day of school for my district. It's always hot on the first day of school. It doesn't matter what the temperature's been like for the last month. It's always going to be hot on the first day of school. It's just kind of like an unwritten rule. But I couldn't believe it when I heard that at least two districts postponed their first day of school. I was like, wow, okay. But I've told you guys, I've mentioned it before. There are many schools around here, including buildings in my district, that do not have air conditioning. They just don't. So, yeah. Anyhow, I've had snow days. I've had cold temperature days, the wind chill days. We've had those off. I don't think I've ever had a day off for heat. Don't think that's ever happened. Anyhow. So today, of course, today was taco day for Dale. And he wanted a car wash. He wanted his truck washed. So he was gone for a while. And he never did get tacos with his friend. He kind of waited for the guy, thinking he was going to be able to finish up his delivery he was working on, but he never was able to make it over to the taco place. He finally texted me. He says, man, I got too much work. I can't get out from under it. He said, I'm not going to make it over for the tacos. Dale was like, okay. So he went across the street to another little restaurant that we like. It's a drive-in. Like you drive up and you order from your car situation. Yeah, I've talked about it before. It's called Nip and Sip. Very close to my parents' grocery store or party store. We always called it a party store because, you can get all your party supplies there. Having a party? Go. But they have hammy sammies, which is what I used to always get. And my dad always liked the Smoky Joes. And I wasn't sure what a Smoky Joe was, but I thought it was just basically like a hamburger kind of. Well, last couple times I've gotten a Smoky Joe, I was kind of like, I don't know, I just got kind of tired of it. So I told Dale, he called me and he said, well, I got the truck wash, but I'm not getting tacos, going over to Nip and Sip. Do you want anything? I said, yeah, let me try not a hammy Sammy, a Smoky Joe. That's what my dad would always get, the Smoky Joe. And it really is just beef and is there cheese on it? I don't even remember if there's cheese on it. It had lettuce and tomato and mayo. I don't think I had cheese. Anyhow, that's what I got. It was good. And it was just nice to have something different. But these sandwiches are huge. They're huge. So Dale and I are like, well, there's dinner. No starting ovens or anything like that tonight when it's hot. We'll just have our leftover lunch. So that's what we're planning on. Because it is hot. It's hot. I went out earlier, let the chickens and the ducks out, and went to the mailbox. And I was just like, whew, I'm sweating. I'm working up a sweat just walking out to the back and then walking out to the front. Crazy. So it is really hot. I think it's going to, cool off for tomorrow. So it has rained every day. It rained on, let me think, where are we? We're on Tuesday. It rained on Sunday night. Dale got up and he was like, did you know it rained? And I was like, yeah, I heard it raining. I knew it rained. This morning, I get up because the dogs were up super early. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Well, I know what's wrong was wrong with them now. I didn't at the time. It was getting ready to thunderstorm. And you know how animals are. Animals are so in tune with weather and like the barometric pressure and stuff like that. And I think the dogs knew something's happening because it wasn't too much longer after I got up that I started seeing lightning. And I'm like, oh. And then I started hearing some thunder. I'm like, okay, so it's going to thunderstorm. Okay, great. And it did. It thunderstormed for, I don't know, 10 minutes. It wasn't even long. Didn't last very long at all. But next thing I know, all of our detectors, our smoke detector, our carbon monoxide detector, all that stuff, everything starts beeping, the oven, everything, beep, beep, all these loud noises as the power's going off. I was like, oh. So I sit there for a second thinking, okay, any second now, any second. I mean, our power does that sometimes in a storm or whatnot. It'll go off, it'll be off for just a few minutes and it comes right back on. Not today. Nope, not today. Today it decided it was staying off for a while, like about 2 hours. So the neighbor calls and she's like, do you have, not called, text. She's like, do you guys have power? Nope. Okay, well, I called it in and they tried to say maybe it was my breakers. I'm like, no, it ain't your breakers. And then as she's texting me, I'm like, there goes a power truck down the road. Okay, yeah. So it was about 2 hours. There's no power. And then Yvonne, if you guys know Yvonne, she's around a lot in lives and comments and whatnot. She sends me a video. She follows these storm tracker people on YouTube because she lives in Michigan as well. She lives down near the Detroit area. So she sends me this video where they're talking about the weather today and talking about the thunderstorms that are on the way. And I'm like, I told her, I said, well, we already had some and our power is out for 2 hours. And she goes, well, you got more coming. I'm like, great. But, you know, thunderstorms and rain like that usually cool things off. So I've looked at the weather and I think tomorrow's forecast is like in the 70s. Tomorrow is supposed to be pretty darn nice. So we got to get through this storm. And I think it's slated for around midnight or so. Yeah. Storm at midnight. Fun. Just when I'm trying to sleep, you know? Of course. Well, at least it will be after we get the chickens and the ducks in. Won't be having to do that, you know, in the middle of a thunderstorm. So anyhow, it is what it is. So anyhow, while Dale was gone today, I recorded videos. There's something else I was going to talk about. What was it? What was I going to say? Something that happened while he was gone. What was it? Now I don't remember. Oh, I know. I know. No, this was yesterday. It wasn't today. This is yesterday. This is part of the cleaning and the organization that I did yesterday. I went downstairs. I was trying to put away some more special drill stuff that I'd gotten in and go through what I still have out in the tote down there that is stuff I was hoping to work on for Smashing the Specials. Okay? I say drills and chills. I might have. I don't know. I got that on the brain for some reason. Anyhow, for Smashing the Specials, I had stuff everywhere. And I had the same types of things in multiple places. I'm like, well, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So I went downstairs and I gathered one box and two boxes and then other stuff. And I found stuff on the bottom shelf of my racking system downstairs. I had stuff in a little wash tub pan type thing. There's a bunch of boxes down there on the bottom shelf. I have no idea what's in most of the boxes. It'll be stuff like this and like the hangings and stuff like that. I have no idea what most of them are. I've started writing on the boxes what they are. Just, like pumpkin, witch, cat, something like that. But I started organizing. Which means I'm emptying out the boxes. I'm going through things and I'm sorting out. Here's keychains, 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 and more keychains, right? Things that stand in a little stand. I have a bunch of those. I just started separating things, and making piles. I have one box down there that is half filled with sets of keychains. Okay, seriously. Come on. My wax here, stay sticky. I'm going to, see, I do this. I just go in here and I poke it around and I just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it refreshes it. And then it keeps it going for a while. Looking pretty dirty, but that happens with the rhinestones. You know that. So, yeah, I had stuff everywhere. Everywhere. On the table, on the floor. I started putting keychains in one of the boxes on the floor. Well, the kittens thought, well, that's a fun place. Let's get in the box with the keychains. So they're in the box playing with the keychains. But a couple hours later, I now have two boxes. Okay, this one end. I'm wondering if there's something in there, like, a piece of, doesn't want to stick on this one end at all. Couple boxes. One box, like I said, is keychains, coasters, and a few other things. The other box has stand-up items and hanging items and stickers, lots of stuff. Anyhow, that's what I did for 2 hours of my life yesterday. Now, I know that it's not going to stay that way because what's going to happen the next time I get, am I going to be able to put them in those boxes if I get some more keychains? Maybe I can go throw keychains in the keychain box. I don't know. It's like the boxes are pretty full. And then I still have stuff in the filing cabinet, which is larger boxes. So the smaller boxes are on the bottom shelf of the rack. Bigger boxes are in the filing cabinet. And there's just so much stuff. So much stuff. I think at some point I've got to get rid of some of it. I'm never going to do all of it. There's definitely some stuff that it wouldn't break my heart to get rid of. I've had it around for so long. Clearly, it hasn't made the cut when I do Smashing the Specials, but some of it's going to have to go. The other thing I did is I went through my diamond paintings down there to sell, and I'm working on making another video to sell some diamond paintings from my stash. Some of that's got to go. A lot of stuff's got to go. Got to go, you guys. I've got too much stuff. It's got to go. So my loss will be your gain. And you know, if you've ever purchased anything from me before, you know I'm very reasonable price-wise. I mean, all I really want to do is maybe just get the money back out of it that I spent on something. That's, that would make me happy. So you can look forward to that coming in the future, because I literally, and I didn't even touch the paintings. I didn't touch the paintings. That was the other thing I wanted to do, was just go through the special drill paintings, which I did like last summer. You guys remember, one of the grandkids was helping me. We were sorting them out, putting them in order by, this is a stack of butterfly paintings, and this is, whatever I had. But it gets messed up so quickly with the amount of stuff that, these are not sticking. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-wax here. And where is my wax? Where is my purple wax? I don't know. No, where's the purple wax? I want the purple wax. Is it over here on the desk? I don't know. Oh, purple wax, where have you gone? Where have you gone, my purple wax, purple? Oh, it's back here. It's hiding behind my bottle of gems. I knew it had to be here somewhere. I take it out. Yeah, I'm going to take it out this time. I have just been reapplying, and I think I'm past the point of reapplying. It's quite dirty. It doesn't even look purple anymore. It kind of looks brown now. Okay. Add some more purple wax. Wiggle and jiggle it. Get it in there really good. Okay. I am putting the hurt on this purple wax. I've used quite a bit of it. I don't normally use that much wax, but I've been going through it. I've been using that is like almost black. Using up some wax here, getting some specials done. Yeah, I got so much stuff. And then let's talk about yarn. Oh my gosh, the yarn. Oh, it's everywhere. Everywhere. That's another thing I need to go through, and I don't know, maybe get rid of some of it. I mean, my daughter wants some. She has started crocheting again. And I told her, I said, well, come on over. I've got some things for sure that, you can have. So hopefully she'll do that sometime soon. And I'll just give her some. Anyhow, there's not enough of me, or not enough time in the day to do everything I want to do. So many projects, so much diamond painting, so much crochet. I can't get enough done. I just can't. I want to do it all. There's a couple of crochet events I want to participate in. And I think they're both happening at the same time. I know that the Expression Fiber Arts one starts September 1st. That's like in a few days. I better get the ball winder out and get all of those skeins wound up. You haven't even seen them yet. I have made a video. I got good videos coming your way, you guys. I have so much stuff right now to share. Again, I can't get it all out there, So it's all coming. It's all coming. I promise. It's good stuff. But yeah, so much yarn, so much diamond painting, not enough time to do them all. And it's all good stuff. I want to keep it all. I want to do it all, but in reality, I know that I cannot. So something's got to happen. Something's got to happen. Okay, why are you giving me such a hard time here? Seriously. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? I have no idea what the kittens are up to right now because Dale left. He went down to the farm to check on the traps and see if there's anything else in there. He's been gone a while too, which makes me kind of believe that maybe there was something. He's got to, get it out of there, reset the trap, that kind of stuff. So he got caught in the trap the other day. Ugh. I'm like, are you all right? He goes, yep, that hurt. I'm like, I'm sure it did. So anyhow, I know some of you are like, oh, if I only lived closer, I would come and look at stuff in your basement. I would help you out. And I'm like, I know you would. I know you would. But I mean, I don't have really anybody around here. My friends and family don't really diamond paint. They don't want any of it, Yarn, again, I don't, besides Shannon, I don't really know anybody that lives around me that crochets or uses yarn like I do. I don't know. So I guess I destash with you guys. That's what I'm going to have to do. So I have not filmed the video for the diamond painting destash yet, but I do have a pile down there ready to film it. I do have some things that were left over last time that didn't sell, and I'm going to put those back in the video because I had a few people ask about them. Like I almost sold them and I didn't. So I'm like, well, if I almost sold them the last time, it would seem to me that they were interesting pieces anyhow. So maybe this time somebody will want them. So I'm going to try those again, but then I took some stuff out, put some new stuff in. Of course, we'll see what we can do. All right. Let's talk about Chuck Along. Chuck Along. So as Dale was sitting here watching his off-road rescue guys, that's what they are, off-road rescue, like people who go out and, they're taking their Jeep or their whatever out in some, off-road terrain somewhere, and they get themselves stuck, and somebody's got to come rescue them. Anyhow, Dale loves to watch that stuff. But as he was watching that and he was looking for a new video to watch, he's like, Chuck Along 10. And I'm like, oh yeah, Chuck Along 10. That popped up. I'm like, okay, popped up as a suggested video for him. I'm like, cool, go watch the Chuck Along 10. He didn't. Anyhow, so let's talk about Chuck Along. The month of September. The entire month of September. I'm not going to go over it, all the details and everything, because there is a designated video that talks about the details, but I'm going to give you some information that I didn't talk about in the info video. First of all, my date was wrong for when Chuck Pinson is going to come on our live and show us some good stuff. I had the date wrong. I believe I said the 6th, and it's actually the 7th. So correct that date if you need to. I mean, you guys, my lives are on Saturdays, so it's the first Saturday of the month. I think it's the 7th. Okay. My friend Karen told me that. I'm like, thank you, Karen. All right. So it's rolling, you guys. Chuck Along is a rolling. I did not talk about prizes in any depth. So let's talk about prizes now. Okay. We'll talk about prizes a little bit. So first thing on my list, Carissa's, I think it's Carissa's Craft Corner. She does 3D objects, 3D printed things. She does like tray holders. I don't know what else she does. She's got lots of stuff. Pen holders. She does some little 3D objects like the little animals and things like that. She does those. She's got lots of stuff. Okay. When I reached out to her and I asked her about, supporting the Chuck Along event, and she's like, absolutely. She says, you were my very first YouTuber that showed any of my stuff. And I'm like, well, cool. And I thank Yvonne for that. Yvonne was the one that made that happen. So thank you, Yvonne. But she's giving us 3 $10 gift cards. 3 $10 gift cards to her shop. So you can go shop for some 3D printed items that you might need. All right. So there's that. Next on my list, and thank you so much to all of these sponsors. Thank you, Carissa, for doing that. Thank you. Next on my list is Leopard Leatherworks. Started talking to them about possibly doing a pen for the Chuck Along. Now, instead of doing a specific pen for the Chuck Along, they are going to do a $50 gift card. Okay. So the winner will be able to go to their site, or sometimes they don't have a lot listed on their site. You have to here's what I did recently. I have recently bought a pen from them. Okay. Because I don't own, will you stop moving? See my tray just moving around? Because I can't hold that and hold this plastic up off this object at the same time. Anyhow, I did not have a pen from them, and I've wanted to get a pen from them. So I asked, well, how's the best way to do that? Because every pen turner is different, the way that they sell their pens. So I learned that they do a Wednesday night, like a blank drop or blank sale. So they'll show a bunch of blanks, and if you're interested, you say you're interested, and then they do a little draw to see who wins the right to buy the blank. Well, you're not just buying the blank, you're buying the whole thing. You're buying the blank, and you're buying the service, you're buying the whole pen. Okay. So the price that they state when she's showing them is for you to get the pen. Okay. So I bought one for the first time. Now, it's going to be a while because I know they're backed up, as a lot of people are, which is a good thing. It's a good problem to have, but, I'm in no hurry, but I am excited to see one of their pens because I know they're a little bit different than other turners do. So, anyhow, you can go on there live on Wednesday night and just look for a blank that she shows that you're interested in, and hopefully you win the right to purchase that one. Sometimes they do have pens listed on their website, but right now they've been doing so much of this blank, show a blank, win the right to buy it as a pen type thing, that I think that's keeping them super busy, and they're unable to really keep a full stock of pens on the website. But anyhow, $50, and that will go a long way to buying you a new pen, right? So, and I will clearly show you mine as soon as I get it. I hope I get it in September. And that's my hope, so that you guys could see what my pen looks like. It's not specific to Chuck Along, but you could see what the quality of their pens are and things like that. So anyhow, there's that. Next is my friend Tammy Burling. She came to the retreat last year. I know that she has been pretty good friends with Maritza. So I got to meet her at the retreat last year for the first time. And she has gotten into doing resin. And she does some beautiful things. Beautiful, beautiful things. She posted something. She has a Facebook. And I'll try to remember to find her group and Carissa's so you guys can check them out. But she was more than willing to donate for the truck along. And she gave me an additional item or items that I can use for another giveaway however I see fit. So I don't know, I can either give them both away for the truck along, or I could keep one of the items for a later date, for another event. I don't know. I got to think about that. Anyhow, I will show you some of these prizes that I actually have. Like hers, I can show you. They're kind of put away in a box right now. Otherwise, I'd get them out and show them to you right now. But maybe on a live on Saturday, one of the Saturday nights, I'll pull out the prize and show you what she has made, because it's really, really pretty. All right. And I appreciate it so much. And she made something just for me, which is super cute. Super, super cute. Super cute. All right. All right. Next, I have 3 paintings donated by my friend Karen Scott. Donated 3 paintings. They're all brand new, purchased at Hobby Lobby. So I have those. I believe it's like Bluebird Song and maybe Seize the Day. Bluebird Song, Seize the Day. Reflections. Reflections. What is that one? It's been done so many times with the house and the lake, and I can't think of the name of it. You know what I'm talking. You're probably all screaming it at me. Anyhow, she's donated those. So thank you so much, Karen, for donating those. Thank you, and thank you. My friend Lisa, and Lisa has donated paintings before. Lisa is donating a painting. I just don't have it yet. She said she was still going through her stash. Last I chatted with her, and she's going to pick something to send my way. I'm like, okay, thank you. So I don't know what that one is yet. I can certainly let you know when I get it. Okay. So we have those paintings to give away. And then last but not least, we have Diamond Art Club, who is sponsoring with 4 $50 gift cards. So again, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who supports this event. I am happy that it has been such a successful event. It is still going strong. I mean, it is still going strong. And as I sit here talking about it, I'm like, I'm supposed to put the video in my Facebook group. I haven't done that yet today. Got to go post the video in the Facebook group so people can see that. I'll get there. I will get there. I'll remember to do it right after this, after I'm done recording. So anyhow, those are prizes. I'm just super blessed to have these wonderful people in my life that want to do that, want to support in that way. I thank them from the bottom of my heart. And of course, an event is not just about prizes. I mean, it's really not about prizes. It's about working on something that we enjoy, showing progress, right? Showing progress, kind of like working together. I mean, we're not working together, but we are, because we're working on things at the same time and showing it and I've got some real champions in the Facebook group, you guys. They are like cheerleaders beyond belief. Cheerleaders. They are there. They are commenting on people's posts. They are, telling everybody how beautiful their stuff is. I mean, with Smashing the Specials, especially, it has just been like, that is the cutest thing. I would love it. I need to do it. Where'd you get it? All that kind of stuff. Even me, I have found stuff. I'm like, that is the cutest thing. So cute. And I have not seen some of this stuff before. But yeah, thank you to the cheerleaders in the group. That you're wonderful. You are wonderful. So that is Chuck-a-lon. It is coming. We're going to get to chit chat with Chuck again and see some of his work. I love seeing his work. The original artwork and stuff. It is so fun. It's so fascinating as well to hear him talk and show things and, explain his thought processes. So it's just a good time. I enjoy it. And he hasn't been on in a while. I think it's time for the 10th one. It's time. I know I kept saying I want to do the 10th up good. I want to do it up good. And I think I've accomplished that. So anyhow, anything else? Do I have anything else to talk to you about? Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. So I guess that's it for now, folks. I should go check on the kitties, make sure they're not tearing the house apart, tearing the basement apart. I got this little bag of hay downstairs, and it's for Blue, because, she's a bunny. She'll eat hay. She likes it. So I have a little bag of hay down in the basement. Well, first of all, it was sitting on the floor in the basement. When the kitties were real small, it just sat on the floor. And the kittens learned what it was. And they loved to play with it's a trash bag. They loved to play in the trash bag. And then they learned what was inside it and decided it was fun to play with the hay as well. So they kept getting into it and getting into it. Well, I moved it. Okay, moved it, put it up on top of the shelving, way up on the top, because we have like a grow light there. Put it up on top. Well, Mr. Sunny has got the nose of I don't know what he's got the nose of, but he can smell everything. And he knows where it's at, and he's going to get into it. So he has started climbing up onto the shelving unit. He actually got that bag of hay down off the very top one day. Got it down. Knocked it right down onto the floor. So I'm like, dude, you are something else, So the other night, Dale was like, I think I fixed it. I fixed what? Fixed the problem with the hay. I'm like, okay, what'd you do? He goes, you know that filing cabinet down there? I'm like, yeah. He goes, there's nothing in it. I put the bag of hay in it. I was like, oh, okay. So we now have a bag of hay in the filing cabinet drawer. If Mr. Sunny figures out how to get that out of there, yeah. The joke is he's going to learn how to open the drawer, and he's going to get it out. I hope not. Goodness, I hope not, because he will get into everything. Just before I started recording this, he was out in the living room. He's over by the window, the one window by the couch. That's where he always wants to go. He wants to jump up into that window. Well, there's a little tiny container that has two little glass, little not vases, they're just little containers that have some succulents. He already knocked them down once, the day after Dale cleaned the carpet, of course. And he's over there, and I can hear those little dishes rattling, and I'm like, he's over there again. So Dale was like, we might have to move those. And I said, you think? I said, once I move them, there's a perfectly good flat spot right there that, he could hop up on that little flat spot there, and he could just sit there and look out the window if that's what he wants to do. I think that's all he really wants. I don't think he really wants to get into the plants. He just wants to be able to look out the window. So we moved the little plant thing. We'll see. We'll see. There's another plant over there still, but it's like next to it on a end table. We'll see if this helps alleviate any of the problem. Can we alleviate any of the problem? Well, this drill right here has got to go because it's see-through. You are see-through. I'm like, why am I seeing a number or a black spot? Because you're see-through. Oh, is that all the twos? I forget that the sides are opposite. Like on this one, I had a whole bunch of twos. Oh, I'm doing three. Oh, never mind. I'm doing threes. Oh, goodness. Silly me. I'm doing threes now. Okay. So, anyhow, I'm going to keep working on this. I see up to number 13 here on this thing. Is there 13 different colors? I don't think there's any special drills on it. I think it's all rhinestones. Makes it kind of boring. I don't know. I hate doing all rhinestones, but anyhow, this will go to the craft sale at the end of September. And we'll see if there's any interest in such a thing. It'll be cute. It'll light up. I can turn it on too because it doesn't have to be plugged in. It operates by battery, so I can turn it on and show it to people, which always makes it more interesting. So that's what I've been up to this week, guys. I'm just going to keep plugging away. Plugging away, seeing how much stuff I can get done. I'll just keep working on all my projects. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. And I hope I didn't bore you to tears. I hope you join us for the chuck-along. And make sure you get your final posts in Friday night. Final posts must go in for Smashing the Specials. Smash them. You guys are doing a great job. So look for those videos I talked about coming. Like I said, I got lots of good stuff heading your way. Lots of good stuff. Okay. All right. We're going to pause there so I can say goodbye to everybody. And have a great week, everyone. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.